On this week's episode of Gaming Buzzed, Top 3 Medieval Games. And here are your hosts, Bill and Reese.
Hey guys, welcome to Gaming Buzz, where winter has come and now everything is sticky.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Gotta take a shower, wash off the shame.
I mean, you
Shame.
remember there was Amelia Clark.
Shame. I'm sorry.
No, I should be ashamed for those. Just kind of sitting there in fire.
So supposedly, there's a deleted extended lesbian sex scene.
Is it when she's learning how to fuck?
I think so.
Okay.
I didn't actually read the article, but someone tagged me in it. But so that's out there. You can go find that.
Well, now I'll just take it down a sadder path. Apparently, while filming that show, she's had like 2 aneurysms.
Oh man! So first off, guys, welcome to Gaming Buzz. Before we go so deep in this rabbit hole, so we're recording this actually on season 8's premiere day. So throws y'all, hashtag throws y'all. Winter has came. But yeah, so let's save that because we got some stuff in the news. But because it's Thrones Day, we figured we'd do our top 3 medieval style games, and we're thinking medieval in the sense of like knights, kings, castles, swords, battling, things that take place in
Magic.
in that time set. So that's what our top 3 is going to be this week. But before we get there,
yeah,
my good man.
We're back to variety pack.
Variety pack. That's cool. I looked in here earlier because, of course, we already drank some beers.
Yes,
we got some good choices in here. We got some Flying Dogs.
Ooh, what's this big one?
Got River Horse.
Meltons.
Meltons.
I mean, that sounds like a good one for medieval.
We've had the 1664. I mean, that's kind of not medieval. 1664. We're close there. Another River Horse. So Denial. A deep amber ale brewed with vanilla molasses. I'm going to start with that. That sounds delicious. I've never had that.
That sounds like another good medieval beer.
Yeah, so we got another River Horse in here. Triple Horse. Oh, this is a big boy. This is like, I think this is like
we have
9 or
a
8%.
Schwartz beer.
10%.
By
Use the Swartz.
by Krustritzer.
Ooh, 6-point resin.
Black lager beer.
We got some big boys in here. This is 9.5. This is
We
a
got
good beer.
Lagunitas. We got a Raging. Ooh, Bloodline.
And a Raging Bitch in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And this is the Dogfish Head, Well Hop, Flesh and Blood. So we got 2 Blood Orange IPAs in here.
I almost thought buying us the Dogfish Head rum last night. I saw the honey rum.
Jesus, you should.
It was cheap too. It was like only $25. I went, really?
So I'm starting off with this River Horse Denial 5.9% Amber Ale.
Cheers.
Cheers. For my pre-show, I was drinking a delicious boysenberry tart ale from Trogs.
And where the hell did I put it?
I don't know.
There's one I've already had before.
Yeah, there was some other beer that we drank too.
Yeah.
But there's actually, so it's been a couple weeks since we recorded an episode, and there has been some news that has been happening in both the world of gaming and the geek world. Let's just start off with some video game news real quick. Dragon Age 4 officially canceled.
Which means maybe they'll do Mass Effect now.
Yeah, BioWare's kind of all over the place. EA's got a big grapple on them right now. So they're kind of dictating a lot of the things that's been happening with them. And we're getting to what's been going on with EA, because EA's been going through a lot of shifting as well later on in the news. But,
EA's hold over one company is almost done.
Yeah, it's almost done. But so Dragon Age 4, so I've never played the Dragon Age games, Bill.
I played, which one did I play? I think it was just the first one. Acquisition. No, not Acquisition.
1, 2, Origins, and Origins is the third one. So it was 1, 2, and Origins.
Yes.
Or not Origins, Inquisition, excuse me.
Yeah, that's what it was. I think I played a little bit of that. I think I said on the show before, I didn't appreciate how, like with Knights of the Old Republic was also done by BioWare.
Yes.
If someone else in your party kills a person, you all get the experience. You get the experience for what you kill in Dragon Age, which I didn't really like. Okay. It's like, you can't fucking kill everything.
Yeah, no, see, like, I feel like the Bethesda games always handle that well. Because I was the same way, like, with Fallout and Skyrim, if your party members killed people, you got that XP.
Yes.
So, I feel like that's how
maybe I was viewing it wrong and it just wasn't all going across.
Well, because, Now, I don't even remember. In Mass Effect, if your party members got kills, did that go to you?
Only in the first one. That does not apply in 2 and 3.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Which was the nice thing about number 1 was you would just go off and find enemies to kill and just get your experience up.
Of course.
2 and 3, you don't get that.
Yeah, it was all about grinding. That's what's great about RPGs. So yeah, so Dragon Age 4 is officially off the table.
Yeah. But
Another sequel that is now been confirmed coming back with a new trailer to release is Borderlands 3.
yes. I know people that are very excited for this.
So I never got into the Borderlands game. I played Borderlands 2 and I loved it. It was fun. I never did. I think I might jump on this third one.
I played the first one. I played a little bit of the Telltale. I have to go back and finish it.
Yeah.
Just
same. I played a little bit of Tales of the Borderlands.
I didn't really play it. I started and was going, no, maybe I need to go into the game and maybe I'll get more knowledge of what's really going on.
That was my
make decisions.
That was my biggest problem. I played a little bit of it, but I didn't have a history with Borderlands, so I wasn't really too invested because I didn't really know much about the world. But it seemed like it was a lot of fun. And the Borderlands storyline seems like a lot of fun, and the gameplay is really, really cool. So that's going to be exciting to play.
Yeah, I work with someone. He goes, "Yeah, if the gold pack driver is $150, I'm buying it." I went, "Why?"
People love Borderlands. That's a very popular game.
I'm just like, you know, the DLC becomes cheaper over time, right? You don't need it right up front.
Of course.
And kind of wait for patches, which I always say.
Also, Sekiro has dropped, which is the samurai game by From Software, who From Software did the Bloodborne and the Dark Souls series, which are also medieval games, which they might come up on our list later.
I've seen someone call it Sekiro hardest game I've ever played.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk about some games when we get to what we're playing, so I'm going to hold off of that. But as you guys know, we don't play the Souls games or the From Software games. We never really did. We kind of hated them. But we might have some...
Gaming is meant to relax you, not make you want to break shit. And then spend more money.
There might be some news about how our opinions might have changed from the From Software games.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. But we did talk about EA a little bit just a second ago. And one thing that everyone knows, EA has been the main proprietor of the rights for the Star Wars video games franchises. That's not going to happen any longer because Disney...
What? One more game.
So real quick, Disney just recently announced that they are giving the rights to the video game world of Star Wars back to Lucasfilm.
But no, if Lucasfilm, it's just the Star Wars games? LucasArts itself isn't coming back?
Well, LucasArts is its own entity.
Okay.
So I don't know how this is going to work. But the announcement has been said, this just came out a week ago, that Disney has rehired Lucasfilms to handle the interactive media for software and PC.
I kind of just
for
want
the Star
another
Wars
Monkey
franchise.
Island game, that's why I asked.
See, I don't know if Lucas Games is coming back. That's why I didn't say that. I don't know if LucasArts Game Studios is coming back.
They made a lot of great games like Shadow of the Empire.
Oh, man.
Knights of the Republic series.
Well, all of the Star Wars games, I think the final one was Force Unleashed 2.
Yes, that sounds good.
Were all done by LucasArts, their own video game studio, and those games have been heralded. We did our top 3 Star Wars episodes last year for May the 4th, and every single one of those games.
Was it?
I think Battlefront might have been on my list.
Can't win them all.
Yeah. The old Battlefront, the first Battlefront was Lucas. But anyway, we digress. But they're coming along with that news of that we talked about the final EA Star Wars game, and we just saw a trailer for it, and it's called Jedi The Fallen Order.
God, it looks fun.
What's your thoughts?
I'm very intrigued by it. I want to see a gameplay trailer first, though, before I really jump on the bandwagon. Of course, I'm probably going to buy Star Wars games, and I play every single one.
Yeah. Cameron Monaghan,
How did he keep that secret?
Also, Ian from Shameless and Jerome from Gotham is the main
Bill's
character.
going to dive into his sexuality real quick. How do they always pick such handsome actors? And they just seriously, the other one for Force Unleashed was
Who was the actor they modeled Starkiller after? I don't remember.
I forget his name, but I know he's on the show Beyond Human.
Okay. I actually don't. I'm not familiar. I mean, I probably know who he is. I just can't think of it.
Sorry, buddy, I just can't think of your name. But they always and you never really. It took me half the trailer to realize it was Cameron Monaghan.
I watched the whole trailer, and the entire time I'm like, I know that voice and I know that face. And then I shared the post on Facebook, and someone commented, like, dude, I can't believe they got Ian from Shameless. I'm like, fuck, that is Ian from Shameless. That's awesome. So I'm super excited for it. And I'm also excited because EA has come out and announced that there will be no microtransactions, there will be no loot boxes, and that this will be a single-player story about you becoming a Jedi.
Well, yeah, EA kind of did this with Mass Effect, but they did it with the DLC as packages.
Okay.
I have a feeling they might do that with this.
Possibly.
Maybe.
As long as the focus isn't on it and they're focused on a story
yes.
and a world, the game is being actually developed by Respawn Games, who has seen major success between Titanfall, Titanfall 2, and most recently Apex Legends. So they're making money and steamrolling shit into EA was probably like, yeah, let's get this company in here for gameplay.
Whenever we mention Apex Legends, we need to have Brian just pop up here.
He's like, yes, Apex, yes, Battle Royale games, they are valid. I can't believe they're not, I'm so happy, I'm surprised that they're no Battle Royale modes, no none of this, no none of that. Thank fucking God for a single-player story. This gives hope to a possibility.
A single-player game's coming back?
Of KOTOR 3.
Also true.
Only reason why I don't see why it would happen, though, is that would mean that Lucas, now, this going forward, because they're going to have the rights, would have to marry or come in some type of agreement with BioWare. Because I'm not sure how that works. Because I don't know if BioWare they don't have any Disney rights, but they did develop the KOTOR games. So I'm guessing they could probably continue with KOTOR at a different company. And honestly, BioWare's been fucking up recently anyway, so I always feel like it might be better in someone else's hands.
Well, tell us your real thoughts on
I'm just saying, man. Okay, so...
You want to talk about Anthem now? How it's the most disappointing game of the year?
I got some more Star Wars news. So we got a release date, by the way, for Fallen Order. It's going to be November 15th.
Which isn't...
It's
like you said, if they would have waited 3 more weeks. Yeah, was it 3 more weeks?
Yeah.
You could have just done this on Star Wars Day.
Yeah, so there was a Star Wars Celebration Day that they did, which I don't understand. They didn't just wait, a couple of weeks and just done it on May the 4th. But on Star Wars Celebration Day, they talked about the new Star Wars land down in Disney. They talked about Fallen Order. But most importantly, they released a trailer for Episode 9.
Still on the fence, but I'm going to see it.
Okay, so I feel confident in this movie being good because of the backlash from Last Jedi. Because of the backlash, because JJ's coming back, I feel like he's going to be like, all right, let's correct the path of this ship and end this on the right note. So I'm actually pretty hopeful.
That's why I don't
this.
understand why these franchises just don't leave it with JJ Abrams.
He hasn't done anything. He has not done anything wrong in media in the last 20 years.
Well, I mean, maybe the Cloverfield thing. You want another one? It's out on Netflix now. You want another one? We're pushing it through your fucking window.
Yep. Yes. So JJ is back. Episode 9. The title, I hate it. The Rise of Skywalker.
I think they did it just to set. You know what? This is when the Star Wars franchise just talks to the Russo brothers, because they're doing great. Just let them pick the title.
My biggest fear... So the cool thing, you see some stuff in the trailer. You see Rey when it looks like battling what seems to be Kylo.
It has to be
Kylo. In a TIE fighter.
What if it's that thing from the Fallen Order trailer? What if that's what
they're going to bring those two together. That'd be interesting. We see that. We see Star Wars Episode 9. Kylo fucking bodied that dude.
That's what made me watch the trailer. Was you posting that?
He bodies the shit out of that dude, though.
I kept seeing that. I'm just going, this probably isn't a real trailer. And then I finally saw your thing, Kylo bodies it. I was like, I guess I got to watch this now.
Yeah, so we see some Kylo Ren action
He does a rock bottom with a lightsaber.
While holding the lightsaber. And actually, his lightsaber's got the hilt. And I'm watching it. I'm like, when did that just have stabbed the guy? Anyway, we get to see him working on his helmet that got damaged in Last Jedi.
He's very sensitive.
We see Lando piloting the Captain Millennium Falcon, which is great because I saw a meme of Lando from Solo, a Star Wars story, saying, I want that ship.
The meme queen strikes again.
And Han Solo looks at him and says, over my dead body, and the next screen image is old Orlando because now Han is dead, so it is over his dead body that he got his ship back. I love how things come full circle in the Star Wars universe.
You want to know something fun? We did all this. We forgot an important thing.
Yeah, we forgot the bottle opener. It's okay. I can just do it real ghetto. Oh, here we go.
Oh, the lighter trick?
Yeah.
I always have people try to show me this. Hey guys, this just became a how-to video.
So you gotta squeeze the bottle with like the fat of your finger above the top of the cap, and just squeeze it down in there. Apply pressure and pop.
Now I feel bad for taking the triple horse from you. But you have the resin and the raging bitch.
Okay, yeah. So I got plenty. I got plenty left.
Although I should give you the black.
So we made it a good distance before a racial joke came out, Bill. This might be a record for you.
Those moments where like you say it out loud, then you kind of just go stop. Anyway, man.
So
I wish they would have given like Lando more of a speaker role, not just ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first trailer. We see some new droids.
We saw his name is Dio.
Yeah, Dio. We saw Leia.
They're just getting lazy now though with droid names.
Yeah, they are.
We got BB-8.
BB-8.
Dio.
I think it was BB-8 too, because it looks like a basketball. It was really cheap. But anyway, so we got Leia, some scenes with Leia, which fact check us.
I asked Reese about this.
Yeah, I think they said they had filmed scenes with Leia before her death for Episode 9, but like even
that's
Bill
where I
said
got thrown off because
she died before Episode 8 came out.
I asked Reese. I think they just used leftover footage, but that might just be me. Yeah, I don't know.
They should have killed Leia off in Last Jedi. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Floating, flying space Leia, whatever.
Very sad. Oh God, you had to remind me.
God. We see some C-3PO. We see Oscar Isaac. Poe. We see Finn. I'm interested.
We don't see Phasma.
We don't see Phasma. So because she might be dead. I hope she comes back. And of course, we can't not talk about it if we don't talk about the biggest thing from the trailer. In the final seconds of it, you hear the laugh of Emperor Palpatine. Now, Emperor Palpatine, for you guys who don't know, has not been seen in the Star Wars universe since his death in Episode 6. Return of the Jedi. We've obviously seen him in the prequels, timeline wise, but I'm just talking.
We all try to forget about that.
Storyline wise, we have not. Palpatine has not been around for the last 2 films. So here's the thing. Here's the big thing about it, and I'm going to try and do it real quick. I'm having a weird issue, and maybe I might change my mind on it right now, because the whole thing about The Last Jedi and a lot of backlash it got is because of how strange and odd and like different it was. People complained, and Ryan Johnson and a lot of people backed it up, said this is because the whole story is about forgetting the past, moving on to the future, we're crafting this new world. And now this movie seems like they're doing nothing but borrowing from old shit to make the story. So it kind of makes all that reasoning that they had behind Last Jedi bullshit. But with that said, there's theories that are going on, obviously. As soon as the trailer comes out, there's theories. Why is Palpatine around? There's a story, and I was telling Bill about this on a pre-show, in the 90s, that was canon, that Palpatine was creating clones to try and transfer his consciousness by using the Force into them so he could cheat death. That's always been one of the biggest Sith things. Remember the story of Darth Vader just the wise? Of course, the whole idea of Jedi Sith trying to cheat death have been a big thing. So
pretty much the Sith are like Voldemort.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, pretty much Voldemort is like the Sith, for what
if I want to go down that road.
And pretty much the Sith are like Sauron. Like, we can always take it back to another evil bad guy who wanted to live forever. Like, there's always another older evil bad guy.
I just want to include everyone.
But yeah, so that's cool. But here's the thing. Disney made all of those books and all those stories non-canon. When the prequels came out, episodes 1, 2, and 3, Disney came out and said, we're cleaning the slate. All those books, all those things are non-canon. And, when Disney did the episode 7, not the prequels. My apologies. When Disney came out and did
that was still Fox, that's right.
Yeah, then episode 7, they said we're erasing everything that's not films, and that was a thing. It's a hard selling thing, and that's really upsetting because now they're doing this, and it's like, well, are you just going back on your word? Like, so like, what the fuck? Like, we want to destroy the canon, but we can't think of any new stories, so we're just going to use the canon. It's like, that's why the canon was there in the first place, which, if that is the case, it's really fucked up, because they could have been doing so many cool stories that were canon. Mara Jade, Han and Leia's twins, who both are Force users, one's in the going dark, one's going to light, Luke's kids, Grandmaster Luke. There's so many, Darth Bane, there's so many, Darth Revan. I can go on. There's so much in the canon of Star Wars and so much of the lore that we could have been seeing in these new films, but Disney said, no, we're not going to do that. But now they're going to go back and steal these stories about Palpatine and the cloning. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, it kind of upsets me a little bit. But
I know, Reese, but you're getting this angry over a theory.
Yeah, it's a theory. I know, stop it. My Star Wars nerd is showing. So that's pretty cool. We got episode 9. I feel
like it's like the one theory we saw. He's probably just gonna be a dark Force ghost, and we go from there.
Okay,
that's the only way I'm gonna look at it right now.
Okay, and I think if they're bringing a lot of clone information in, I feel like since this is called Rise of Skywalker, I don't think Luke's coming back. I think this is mean the rise of a Skywalker, and that means I personally believe that Rey is a clone of Luke,
and that Kylo lied to her.
Well, Kylo's parents are nobody. They're nothing.
No,
they're nobody. She doesn't have parents. I feel that's where my mind goes with that theory. Who knows? Let's move on.
We find out around Christmas time.
Let's move on because we have some other big news in nerddom, and that would be, of course, Marvel's Avengers Endgame. So we've gotten a new trailer since we last recorded an episode, and we also, the tickets went on sale. So the tickets went on sale and crashed AMC's website because of the pre-sales.
That's why I got them from Regal.
The pre-sales are already like in the 600 to 700 million, I'm pretty sure. So it's already broken records for opening weekend. Before opening weekend. So it's not even opening weekend, and it's already like number 5 or 4 on the list of biggest opening weekends before the movie's even come out yet.
I got very lucky because my girlfriend texted me while I was on my way to work. I was like, I guess I know what I'm doing right when I get there. I went to 4 different theaters just so I wouldn't be stuck in the front rows. We're in the middle row of a 9 o'clock showing next to the handicap spots. I went, sweetie, this is the best I can do.
Yeah.
She just went, oh, it's the handicap spots. You have lots of leg room. I went, fair point.
We waited and did not hop on fast enough to get reserved seating seats. So we're going that Friday. So I'm actually going to miss the Thursday opening. And I'm actually going to be deleting every social media app off of my phone.
I've already told Luis I will not text you for 72 hours.
Thursday around 2, 3 o'clock. So I think the first early showings are like 3, 4 o'clock. I'm going to literally just be go ghost and completely black out from social media because I cannot see Sue Willers. We're going Friday night, but get this. We have unreserved seating, which we did this for Last Jedi before, where we showed up an hour and a half earlier to stand in line to make sure we got seats. We did it before, and there were like 4 people there before us. I feel like we want to show up like 2 hours early this time, because I think this is going to be ridiculous. Oh, yeah. And because there's going to be a line. And I'm excited, man. I'm pretty sure I might take off of work or do a half day that day.
I did get off of work for the show. I first went to Morristown Theater. That was only the first couple rows for a bunch of the seatings. I went to Hamilton Theater. I went to a Princeton Theater. I went back to the one Hamilton Theater because it had like the middle row. I went, fuck it, we can deal with that.
So the new trailer came out. There's really nothing new that you're really seeing. You see Cap and Tony have a moment. Tony's like, do you trust me? They shake hands.
I believe, before we get into this, I'm going to go off what you said. I don't think this is all from the first 15 minutes, as we were promised.
Yeah, there's no way. Because there's scenes of Carol, Captain Marvel, flying the Milano with the rest of the Avengers inside the Milano.
In the suits.
In the suits. I'm like, I don't just see how that could be the first 15 minutes. There's a shot of Tony in Iron Man suit flying, which looks like modern-day New York City, which, as we know, the Battle of New York will be getting done through time travel. This is all stuff that we've already known going into it. So,
and the one that made you just go, this is in the first 15 minutes.
What was that? I forget the
when they show up on Titan.
Oh, yeah, and they show up on Titan. And there's a scene with Thanos, full armor, and the Avengers, which you imagine Avengers is kind of shadows, but you can see Cap's shield, stuff like that, show up on Titan. There's no way that's from the first 15 minutes. I mean, unless Russos are doing a lot of, like, flashback, flash forward stuff, which is highly, like, who knows, man?
But Reese, they also said they're putting scenes in the trailers that aren't in the movie.
They've come out and said,
like, we're doing this on purpose.
It said that they've been putting scenes in these trailers that are misleading the fans, which I think is awesome. I think that's great.
But it's fucked, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
I've always wanted that. I always wish I could have been a director because I would have just like put a trailer out.
That had nothing to do with
it. Exactly. I've wanted something like this for so fucking long, and they're making it happen, and I fucking love it. It's just like the greatest mind fuck you can ever pull off.
I think that's awesome. The only time I don't like it is when there's scenes that were obviously used for the movie that end up not making it in the movie. I.e., I never even saw it, but I heard about it, i.e. Suicide Squad. There's like 3 or 4 scenes in the trailer of Joker that never even made the film.
Very true.
Like that type of stuff's annoying, because now it's like, well, where's...
Oh, we forgot news about Suicide Squad. Idris Elba stepped down from playing Deadshot to honor Will Smith.
Oh, yeah. So Will Smith said that... Now, I've been hearing a lot... We'll talk about DC real quick.
Well, he didn't step down. He wants to be somebody else.
I heard that Will Smith said he's back. Have you heard that?
No.
So I've heard that Will Smith's back. I know officially, I can say I heard Jai Courtney...
Actually, that would make sense.
Jai Courtney is back for Boomerang.
Okay.
Captain Boomerang. That, also Viola Davis is back for the bad guy.
Waller.
Waller, yeah, Amanda Waller. So I did hear about that. So
I don't know if. What's the guy's name from Lost? Because I know you're the only person.
Matt Fox?
No, not Matt. Adewale.
Oh, we know who you're talking about.
I come to you with all these names because you surprised me. I forget because. Fuck! Shimon Hansu. You got that one.
Jimon Houston. Okay? Speaking of which, did you see Shazam?
No.
It's gotten great reviews. And going into Shazam with every trailer I've seen, I'm like, this looks like it's going to be fun. Like, I don't have any connection to Shazam or any history with Shazam, but watching the trailers, I'm like, this looks like it could be fun. The suit, in my opinion, still looks a little cheesy, but supposedly Zach Levi was great in it. Mark Strong was great in it.
So you didn't see it either?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I have not seen it. So the Shazam just came out, and supposedly it's doing well, and they're already talking about doing the sequel. So good for DC, you know.
While we're doing the reviews thing, I guess we'll do another DC superhero, Hellboy.
Okay, well, DC might own it, but it's an imprint.
Is that Dark Horse?
It's like Dark Horse.
Okay.
It's a third party. It's not one of the big two. That movie's
not doing well.
Getting panned real bad.
I still kind of want to see it.
I kind of want to see it, and I heard David Harbour isn't bad. I heard it's not him that makes the movie bad. I heard the story and the script suck.
What do you expect with Mila Jovovich? She killed that fucking Resident Evil series.
Oh, well, who drove that right into the fucking ground?
You do one Luke Besson movie, you think you're hot shit. You jump on a franchise and you fucking kill it.
Well, you do know that she's been married to Luke Besson for years now. They're a thing.
Yeah, because he was cheating on his wife with her the whole time in Fifth Element.
Yep.
Thank you, Snapple Facts.
I want to see that Snapple fact. I wish I bought the Snapple. There's like Snapple fact 278. Luke Besson's cheating on his wife, Mila Jovovich, in the filming of Fifth Element. I'm like, oh damn, Snapple, giving up the dirt.
Snapple giving up the tea.
Yeah, you beat me to it. You beat me to it. I was building the joke in my head.
Yes.
Touche.
I'm proud of that.
Oh man. So, since we got through all the other big news that's been going on, let's take this time and talk about.
I'm anxious. I feel like I might have an anxiety attack watching the movie.
It's
like every Sunday, I feel like I might have like super bad anxiety.
It's finally here, the final season of Game of Thrones. I'm a huge. We're both huge Thrones fans.
Oh yes.
I'm one of those guys that read all the books, so I still have some weird hang-ups with what the TV show does, but I know that this show is its own entity, and I love watching the show for what it is, so I am so excited to see what's going to happen to the characters from in the TV series.
The funniest part for me was we put off recording for like maybe 3 weeks. I was getting over like a bad sickness, like cold.
Yeah.
And then I started rewatching season 1, and like in that week, Maisie Williams kind of said like, "Yeah, you should probably rewatch season 1." I went, "Oh, don't you worry, love my life. Don't you worry, sweetheart, I'm already there." I feel like I see what she was talking about because I know we're gonna do spoilers. Jon Snow's true lineage.
Okay.
With you actually see like Eddard kind of regretful that he really can't say when he's talking to John Baratheon. He goes, "Oh, you never told me what you looked." Rob Baratheon. John Baratheon. That's right.
Yeah.
He just goes, "You never told me what you looked like," and he goes, "And I never will." And
Ah.
I just go, "Oh shit!" Like,
see, and here's a thing for Thrones viewers. Let's talk about the Jon Snow reveal. So I watched season 1, and then after season 1 came out, I got the first 3 books, and I read the first 3 books because they were already out. And because they were already out, there were already people talking about it. Like, oh, we're seeing where it's going. By the time of those first 3 books that came out, or after that point, the theories of Jon's parents being Rhaegar and Lyanna were already.
yeah.
So, like, by the beginning of season 2 of Game of Thrones, there was already a huge group of people that were already backing that theory, and then it was just, the more and more time progressed, the more obvious it became. So that's, like, it's cool to see how that's grown. And so each episode supposedly is going to be anywhere between an hour and 20 to an hour and 45 minutes long. I think, what do we got, 7 episodes, I believe? 7 or 8?
6 or 7? Oh.
6 or 7? I was going higher. I just wanted to be higher.
No, you might actually be right. I think.
It's in the 6 to 8 range, I know that.
Yeah.
But each episode's going to be like a mini movie. Exciting is, I couldn't even say. I have friends that I've been watching Thrones with every Sunday for the last couple of years. I'm going over there tonight. We have a death pool. We have like things that we're like voting on and guessing on and stuff like that.
Like someone posts, I gotta show you the one.
Yeah, like
we go on break. They're like, and then if you say the character's dead, put money on that. Death or White Walker. I just go, what the fuck?
It's really cool. It's really wild. I got so many theories. I'm gonna go through some of my big theories real quick. I'll start with the biggest theory that I have is the end of the Game of Thrones. I feel like the war will be won, but I feel like Dany will die. And I feel like Jon will decide to not take the throne. And I feel like Sansa will sit upon the Iron Throne and Sansa will be the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. Once everything's said and done. I've been having that theory since the middle of last season, and I'm sticking with that theory. It can be anything. Who knows? But that's the one I'm going with.
Do we want to get into a very dark theory before...
actually,
no. Hold on.
Have we not drank enough yet to talk about that? Well, I got some other theories.
I finished a fucking...
I got some others.
When did you get your medical degree?
What do you mean?
Because you're nursing like a motherfucker.
Oh, man! Oh, listen.
For this, we need this.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm going for the resin now.
Go.
9.5% IPA.
We're both going cans. I like it.
Cheers.
Cheers. We're about to go down a very dark road.
So, everyone has been waiting for Clegane Bowl. And the Clegane Bowl is the Mountain versus the Hound. And we've been building up to it for years now.
Which did almost technically happen in season 1.
Well, they had a face-off at the duel.
It's still my favorite one. It's still one of my favorite fights, though. It's right when Robert Baratheon goes, stop. You see the Hound just kneel just in time before the Mountain fucking takes his head off.
Yeah. So, I have a theory. And it's very depressing. Because this character involved in this theory is very close to me and Bill's hearts. Many hearts. But very close to me and Bill Hart. Both our favorite character for both of us. So, Arya has her list still. And she's already knocked the Freys and Littlefinger off of that list in that last season. And now, the few people left are the Mountain and Cersei. There's 2 of the most important, at least, that are left right now. I feel like she's going to, at one point, try to kill Cersei. And I feel like she's going to die to the hands of the Mountain. And her death, whether he be there or hear about it, is going to send the Hound into a rage. And that's when we're going to get Clegane Bowl, Hound versus Mountain. I feel like the Hound will beat the Mountain. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to buy it. But that theory actually makes a lot of sense.
That's why I don't want to believe it.
And it's very scary. Because here's the thing. And Bill brought this up. Every year that a new season come out, George R.R. Martin's always said the top 5 are good. Like, don't worry. Nothing's going to happen to Arya, nothing's going to happen to Sansa, nothing's going to happen to Jon, nothing's going to happen to Tyrion, nothing's going to happen to Dany. Like, every year he always comes out.
I'm going to have to find this video for you as well.
And he's like, those 5 are good. Those 5 are good every year.
He came out before this season. He went all bets off the table.
And I don't doubt it, man. People are gonna die. People that we love are gonna die. I feel like people like small characters that I love, Davos, gone.
Yeah.
I see that happen. Beric Dondarrion has died 25 times. He's one of my favorite characters. He's gonna die.
Watching the breakdown of the first trailer, and Robert's bastard son, he's back.
Well, Gendry. Yeah, Gendry's back. People are like, I personally...
But he's been gone for like 2 seasons.
He came back last season. He was gone for like 2.5 seasons. Season 7 is when he returned. He was back last season? He was with the crew that went north of the Wall. It was Gendry,
you're right.
Davos, Jon Snow, Tormund, Beric Dondarrion, and a couple other people, I think, with them. But yeah, so Gendry's been around for the last season. I don't care about Gendry. I really don't, and I don't understand. I mean, I guess I get it why people love him so much. It's like, he was on Skins. He's sexy. Like, yeah, cool. I like Gendry as an actor. The guy plays him. I like his character. But everyone wants to bring up, he's going to claim to the throne. He's going to claim to the throne. First off, he's a bastard. No bastard ever has a claim to the throne. Secondly, the only reason people would say that's because he's Rob Baratheon's son. Rob Baratheon stole the throne after Jaime killed fucking the Mad King.
Yes.
So not like even Rob Baratheon even had a real claim to the throne. So who's to say that Gendry does? And like, people don't want to bring up claims to the throne in the last like 2 seasons of Game of Thrones. It's like, dude, all that's off the table. Claims to the throne don't mean shit. No. Cersei's been sitting on the throne, and she's not giving that the fuck up until someone murders her.
Danny, his brother. I deserve the throne. I'm the dragon. Yeah, you couldn't withstand fire, you little bitch.
Claims to the throne mean jack shit in the world of Game of Thrones if we have not noticed this.
Which I always thought was hilarious. Oh, I'm the dragon. Yeah, you can't handle gold, can you?
Nope. Yeah, but Danny could. So Danny stepped into the
Going back and rewatching season 1, though, I really am sorry, Jason Momoa. You died like a bitch. You were an arrogant little fuck who got a little wound that got infected, and that's what killed you. Well, actually, no, Danny smothered you, and that's what killed you.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they did it well, though, because he was sick from an infected wound, and the healer went to go heal him, and the healer actually fucking killed him.
Yeah.
So, another theory...
She burned her alive.
Another theory that I have, so Danny has 3 betrayals. It's something that's been happened both in the book and both on the TV shows that prophesied that she would have 3 betrayals. 1 betrayal would be for blood, 1 betrayal would be for love, and 1 betrayal would be for gold. The betrayal for blood was Mizzy Mazdor. Mizzy Mazdor killed Khal Drogo because of Khal Drogo's slaughtering Mizzy's family. So that was the betrayal for blood. Jorah was the betrayal for love. Because Jorah was in love with her, but betrayed her because he lied to her about the fact that he was an assassin, said to kill her. And the third one...
But changed his mind.
I know. But they're good now. But in the betrayal for gold...
Tyrion
Lannister. Tyrion Lannister is definitely going to betray her. That's pretty much a widely accepted theory. That meeting he had with Cersei during the end of season 7, everyone thinks that meeting went longer than we were showed. And just from the way that Tyrion looked in the hallway when Dany and Jon were bumping uglies, it seems like Tyrion's got something going on in the back of his mind.
I'm going to have to go back and watch like the last 2 episodes before this premiere. Just refresh. I was trying to rewatch Battle of the Bastards today.
Yeah. We're going to take a break soon, and we'll definitely I think it's time to go watch some recap videos. They got some recap compilation videos to watch. So, Game of Thrones is going on, man. Shit's going to go down. People are going to die. It's going to be crazy. I'm super excited. Real quick, what's been buzzing with you?
My anxiety levels over the next 6 to 8 weeks. I'm going to be fucking losing my shit. But no, just going Mass Effect 2 again. I know we're already doing What Are You Playing?
Yeah.
But no, Mass Effect 2, watching Santa Clarita die.
Yeah.
I remember...
Sharing Letterkenny memes.
That's my fucking thing.
I don't even watch the show, but I always see it and I always tag you in it.
I know, I fucking love you for that. I'm just going, he's got Hulu. Wait, no, he didn't. But no, like, Santa Clarita, it was like, it feels like it's weeds, but with zombies. I don't know if that makes sense to people.
Okay.
That's a good way to
Yeah, I've heard of the show. That I can see that.
I finally finished Umbrella Academy.
Okay.
I do want a season 2.
Yeah, I want a season 2. There were some things that I had problems with, but I liked it overall. And I love seeing Klaus at full power. That was badass. When he broke Ben in. That was wicked.
When Klaus actually figures out, it's like, ooh,
Like, oh wait, I can
who's
astral
the lookout
project
now?
Like, yeah, seriously. Like,
Klaus was my favorite character.
Klaus was definitely one of the. Yeah, Klaus is definitely my favorite. Yeah, I didn't think about it. Klaus is my favorite, and to see him come into his own and see that he actually is worthy fucking fighter alongside everybody else is awesome. That I thought that was really cool.
Although watching that theater scene with my girlfriend, she's like, "That's just bad CGI."
Yeah,
I just went, "All right, first he's a ghost of a guy who can control a squid out of his chest. What the fuck do you want?" I was like, "Pick one."
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's. I'm catching up on Netflix shows, work, and gaming when I can.
Yeah. For me, I have been starting the OA.
I really thought you were gonna give up on that. It's so weird.
I'm doing it very slowly, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I watched it because it said for fans of Stranger Things. I don't get that.
It's just weird, like, and just like, who knows? I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ! Did we talk on the last episode about Stranger Things season 3 trailer dropping?
Yes, we did.
Okay, cool. We did. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry.
I believe we did.
Listen. Either way, Stranger Things season 3, July 4th. So, which I'm very excited for that. But no. So yeah, I've been watching the OA. I've been playing games. We'll talk about that later. Hanging out with dogs. I went to my first Foster event.
I saw that,
which is really cool.
That dog was gorgeous.
She's so gorgeous. Me and my fiance are fostering a dog right now. She had work. She's the foster, and I've just been grandfathered in from ever since being with her. So I took our foster dog to the adoption event. She was a good girl. We had a lot of fun.
I hate to cut you off, but how nice does that feel to say, my fiance?
I've got it ingrained in my head now. It's so funny. Like, so we were hanging out at the bar, and Justin was talking to someone about me. He was like, "Yeah," Reese's girlfriend. I was like, "My what?" He's like, "Oh, excuse me, his fiance."
No, you should make him say your player too. I think that's better. This is why he's getting a fucking chicken thrown at him.
So yeah, that's what's been buzzing with me. One other thing I will talk about, because you talked about real quick the CGI and the cheesiness of how it looked for Umbrella Academy. And what made me think of this, something we should talk about in the news. We don't really get a chance to talk about a lot because there's really a lot of relevant stuff that happens that we care about. But Cowboy Bebop, which is
You're very against this.
Easily one of my top 3, if not my number 2 favorite anime of all time behind DBC. I just can't not pick DBC. Is coming to Netflix, and they released a casting. And I honestly, I'm not gonna say I'm not okay. I'm just very wary about the choice for Spike. They chose John Cho, Harold of the Harold and Kumar fame,
and the Asian guy from Star Trek. Sulu.
Sulu.
Fuck.
Yes, Sulu. Sulu from the Star Trek movies.
I thought we were going down a dark road right now.
I like John Cho. I think he's a good actor. I don't think he's Spike Spiegel. And
your reasoning was just great in your post, because he's not alien. I just went, Reese? I swear to God, I will strike you.
It's so funny. It was, and everyone jumped down my throat about that. They're like, Spike could be Asian. How do you know? And I'm like, you know what? He totally could be Asian. I'm right. I'm wrong. I still don't think John chose the right choice. Spike as a character has a lot of swagger, has a lot of style. I don't know if John can recreate that. Also,
maybe
he's a master of Jeet Kune Do. Jeet Kune Do is a fighting style that was invented by Bruce Lee, and it looks like how Bruce Lee fights. That's how Spike fights, and I just don't know if John's got the chops. Hopefully he fucking blows me away. But my biggest fear is about the CGI is a Netflix show, and I don't know if Netflix can handle the amount of space travel, the amount of flight and dog fights that they have in Cowboy Bebop, because that's a very big part of Cowboy Bebop.
Maybe? We're going to find out.
We're going to find out. And also one thing that I do think is cool, that I like, is that this is a series, not a movie. So this will have some time to grow some legs.
Yes.
And make people want to come back for more. Like the Death Note movie got panned. Like that was a Netflix anime reproduction.
My girlfriend loves when I bring that movie up.
Yeah. So that movie got panned horribly. I didn't even waste my time watching it.
It's pretty bad.
So yeah, so Netflix doesn't really have a great track record with recreating animes, but I am happy that this one's a series, not a movie.
I feel like they've learned that lesson to go with more series and flush the stories out more.
Yeah, because they need them, especially for these animes, because you can't take a 26 or 52 episode anime and just cram it into 2 hour, 2.5 hour film.
Save the films for like the A-list action, like Bright with Will Smith.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Fuck everyone who
Which,
didn't like it.
speaking of which, a lot of people have been knocking Netflix because the last couple of Netflix originals, people have been saying were not too great. Everyone loved Bird Box.
I still haven't seen it.
Everyone, Bird Box was a lot of people enjoyed it, is what I'm basically saying. I'm not going to say it was the greatest movie, but Triple Frontier came out, the Ben Affleck, Charlie Hunnam,
Did it come out?
movie, yeah.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
It got bad reviews.
Did it really?
Yeah, it got bad reviews. And I still want to see it.
It sounded very interesting.
But it got bad reviews. That movie Polar with Mads Mikkelsen as a retired assassin came out.
I thought that was a series.
No, that's a movie. And
that's disappointing.
And again, it didn't get great reviews. I heard it was kind of boring. And that's all objective. Maybe you can go out and watch these movies and fucking love them. But it's the Netflix original films using these A-list actors. I mean, you got a movie that's got Ben Affleck, Charlie Hunnam, and fucking Oscar Isaac in it. Like, you think that's going to be a great movie? That's the movie that should be in theaters, There's 3 A-listers.
Which is just showing Netflix is just taking over. But no, Bright, I enjoy it. You have Will Smith.
I heard a lot of bad things about Bright.
I know, but I still enjoy it. Like, yeah, their movies are hit and miss, but it's for, like, if you're into the movie, then you're into the movie.
Same, and I totally agree with that.
That's why I hate it when they have their whole, like, Rotten Tomatoes type rating.
Yeah.
I'm just going, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Like, if you like it, like it. Like, people pan Chronicles of Riddick. I love the movie.
Oh, I love Chronicles of Riddick. It's not a great movie. But I love it, though.
Everyone hates Doom. I'll fucking watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
It was such a bad movie.
We're going to go on and on about this. We're going to go on and
Break
on.
time.
We're going to take a break, guys. We'll be right back with our top 3 medieval games to celebrate the Game of Thrones night. I'll do the shame walk back over to the computer.
Yeah.
Shame.
Oh, no, do it again. Orlando, you don't help for shit. And you were in a medieval movie.
No, yes, it was. Dude, did you imagine a Kingdom of Heaven video game?
Oh, I would fucking play the shit out of that.
Yeah, totally.
He got to bang fucking Ava Green.
Yeah.
The boys will be back right after this quick break.
Hey guys, welcome back. We just did our break. We are now going to jump into our top 3 medieval games. Bill, do you want to start?
I think mine starts off perfectly.
Okay, go right ahead.
My number 3 favorite medieval game is Medieval.
Perfect.
It's just, we've been waiting for the remake. We talked about it on this show for like about 3 weeks. And then we never really heard anything about it. So
Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess it's why we haven't heard a lot. It's probably just more of the same, just with newer graphics. So a lot of people haven't really been talking about it. But did you get it?
No.
No, neither did I. Neither did I.
I think for people who don't know this game, you play Sir Daniel Fortescue, who is a deceased knight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you pretty much play as a skeleton this whole game, and it's one of those, not side scroller, but it's, what do they call it? The rail type platform?
It's an on-rail game, so it's not side scroller, but you can't. It's not open world.
Yeah, it's not open world.
It's not open world.
And then, yeah, I believe they call it rail.
On rail.
Yeah,
on-rail games. On-rail games.
It's still one of those fun ones. You face a lot of enemies. You get to go off and kind of find like the little secret things, which is what I always did. That's what always got me started into it. Was going off and find the life vial. So if you happen to suck in a battle and all that, it's come back.
Now I played this for PlayStation
Original?
so many years ago. It's PlayStation 2.
Oh, it was a PC.
What?
I think.
No, I think it was the original, but I played it on a PlayStation 2.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Back when compatibility was.
Yeah, an ex-girlfriend of mine loved this game. And
Yeah.
this was one of the ones that she always like, oh, I'm going to go back and play Medieval. I'm like, you're still playing Medieval? Shit, I love that game. And I'm like, it's a great game. So I always had a lot of love for it. It was never my game to play, but I've seen it being played a lot.
It was just always fun to play.
Yeah.
It was like a less gory God of War.
And like,
Really think about it.
it had like a comedic appeal to it, I remember. Yeah.
Like he would be constantly like pulling maggots out of his eye or some shit like that.
Did you ever beat it?
I beat Medieval 1. I don't think I beat Medieval 2. I remember I was probably very early in the game before that disc cracked on me.
Okay.
Or it just went bad on me.
Yeah.
What's the curse we used to have back in the day?
I wonder if they're gonna do remasters of the second one. I wonder if they're just gonna do this one and not do more.
I think bringing that up. Kids nowadays don't have to like face that. Everything is digital.
Yeah.
Like if your disc got even like the smallest smudge, that wouldn't come out.
Oh
You
God,
never played again.
man.
I remember smashing Grand Theft Auto 3 just because it wasn't working. I was so mad.
I had a Grand Theft Auto 3 copy that stopped working finally. Like most of those games back in the day, they just got, like you said, got a smudge
Like VHS
or a scratch, and just you couldn't get past a certain part because it would freeze. And I rented Grand Theft Auto 3. This is back in the day when Blockbuster used to put stickers on their discs so they knew it was their disc. And I rented Grand Theft Auto 3 and I took the sticker off of theirs.
And put it on the Berkeley.
Put it on the Berkeley.
That's something I would do.
Oh, man. So you went with Medieval Warrior 3. For my 3, I'm going with the game. This is actually, I'm going to talk about it what I'm playing. So I won't talk over the top too much right now about it because I'll talk about it again. As said earlier in this episode, and as said in previous episodes multiple times, we are not From Software gamers. We've never gotten to the Souls games.
I even went back and tried to play Dark Souls. I never got past the first level. I just went, fuck this.
Yeah, so it's Bloodborne is my choice. That's what I'm playing right now. So when Dark Souls 2 came out, that was when, I mean, they still do it, but Xbox Arcade or Xbox Online had free games.
Yes.
And Dark Souls 1 was one of the free games. And I was like, I heard a little bit about this. Let me get it. I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Apparently that's what people love, is that they hate it.
Yes.
Which, you might want to talk to somebody.
See, you might need to seek professional help.
Yeah.
You are a sadist, and you just like, or a masochist, excuse me, and like getting the shit kicked out of you. I didn't grasp it, and I didn't know like what I was getting into, and I got stuck. Like, so you start out in a dungeon, like in a prison.
Yes.
And there's a giant ogre that protects the exit to it. I couldn't beat him. I think
it got me to like quarter health, and then after that, I just got to the fire pit, and it's just like, no.
I couldn't beat him, and my girlfriend at the time's younger brother was like, dude, let me just beat it for you. And he beat it, and I got out into the world, finally actually into the world of the game, and I put maybe 2-3 hours into it and just got my ass handed to me so many times. I'm like, this just isn't fun.
You get so tired of seeing that you were dead screen.
Yeah, it just wasn't fun. Now that the games have come out, and now, like, because when Dark Souls 2 came out, they were really extremely popular. Like, you know, they had a niche crowd. Now these games are really popular. People talk about them. People know about them. I knew what I was getting myself into.
How long until you rage quit? Oh,
yeah. And I've always wanted to, like obviously, there's a world to hear. Obviously, people are liking these games for a reason. And I'm like, I got to get into it. And a buddy of mine was like, let's play Bloodborne. That should be a great game for you to start with. And I'm not going to lie, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm telling you right now, it's kicking my ass.
You die a lot?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a yes.
A lot. A lot. And there's no auto-save feature.
But you seem to love these type of games, like with Senua's Sacrifice.
Yes, it reminds me of that.
Okay.
It reminds me of that. It's got the tension with each fight is really like, each fight is a fight for your life. And I put a post. I've been talking about it a lot. I really enjoy this game, and it's been in my mind a lot over the last couple of weeks. These games, the From Software games, they don't reward you for just playing a game. Like, you know, you play any game you can think of. They're fun. Of course, some bosses are challenging, but you get rewards. You get a little shit. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, like, you know, it makes you want to keep going. This game doesn't reward you for just playing a game. It rewards you for fucking paying attention, hard practice, and repetition, and learning shit. And it's a challenge, and I get it now.
Yeah.
I finally understand it. I'm like, oh, I see what this is about. My biggest problem, I'll say real quick. I was going to say this real quick. I'm going to talk about it now. So, the thing about these Souls games is that you have, in Bloodborne, you have lanterns, and that's your spawn points.
Okay.
So there's a world where you can just live in, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's called the Hunter's Dream. That's where you go to your shops and stuff and merchants. When you go into the actual game, you go into this world, and when you go into the world, you spawn at lanterns, and you have to find a new lantern so you can be able to spawn it. You know, it makes perfect sense. The thing is with this game is, all your XP that you gain while battling, if you don't make it to the next lantern,
it all gets wasted.
Or you can return back to your original lantern. And that's like kind of the thing. It's like, all right, well, like I gotta save all this or I gotta get it all back. And the big thing that I never realized, you can run past enemies. You don't have to fight. Like, there's obviously parts you cannot get past unless you fight a certain someone or some shit like that. But that's what I didn't understand. There was bosses and like, I want to get to this boss. Fuck, I died. Now I gotta fight all these guys again to get to them. You know, just run right past them. Just run right by.
It's if you want the experience. Then.
Yes, exactly. So now that I understand that, I'm having a lot more fun with the game. So yeah, Bloodborne is my number 3. What are you picking for your number 2?
Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
The original.
Yes.
It was during the Crusades.
During the Crusades.
That's a great medieval period.
So it's a medieval period of time. A lot of people don't think about it because you play on the side of someone that's not a knight, you know?
Even before we do the pre-show, I was sitting in a ramen place. I'm just gonna give them all the whole backstory of this. And Reese is texting me like, what we're gonna do. Like, sitting there, like, getting ready in my suit. He's like, you know, we could pick Assassin's Creed as well too. Like, you're not really a knight, but you're killing them. I kind of remember just like I choked on my soup a little, on my news a little bit. I just went, like, yep, you're right. Yeah. Like, I don't know why I didn't think. I don't know why I found it so funny. I went, shit, you're right.
It's very true though, because it is set during the Crusades, which is that's medieval times, and you fight
the rest, and then Assassin's Creed 2 was Italian Renaissance. So
yes, so you know, still semi-medieval.
I want to say like Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 are the only ones you say are medieval.
Yeah,
in a way.
Yeah, I mean,
well, besides Origins.
The French one was during the French Revolution. What's it called? Assassin's Creed Revolution? No. Syndicate was the London one. And fuck, who knows? Tell me the name of the French one. We never played it.
Well, I'm gonna say Origins is probably the other. Well, no, not really. That's ancient times.
No, not Origins. That's ancient times. I wouldn't really just call that medieval. But dude, that Assassin's Creed game.
Oh my god, that revolutionized. That's how games are like. They try to be like that now.
Yeah.
The great cutscenes.
Yes. Great story and great action. That was a great combination.
You know what always annoyed me?
What's that? You dropping the bottle opener?
That's how bad it annoyed me. Was there's an achievement if you manage to like hit the button every time there's a glitch. I felt like I always fucking did, but I never got it.
Nah. Assassin's Creed 2. So not Brotherhood of Revelations, which were the sequels that came out after 2.
2 was my favorite.
2 was my favorite, and that's one of the few games I would 100% it. Every achievement, I found every flag, I killed every Template Knight, I fucking found every Garden of Eden clip.
The feather.
Found every feather.
Or was that 3, where the feathers got you money or something?
You might have been able to do more with them, but they had them in 2. I filled every point, I did everything. 100%. 100% in Assassin's Creed 2.
Didn't you have to like put the story together? Like, I've seen what the final clip looks like.
Yes.
Don't you have to put it together yourself?
I'm not sure if you did, but you had to find all of the clips.
Oh, that was a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So I did all of it. The Assassin's Creed series, still to this day, it was one of my favorite video game series I've ever played. I haven't played a lot of them, though. I've only played 1, I've only played 2, and I've only played Black Flag.
I played a little bit of Origins, and it feels like they switched up the combat controls.
Okay.
That might just be me, but it still is one of those ones I want to go back to.
Odyssey supposedly is the best one. Everyone's praised Odyssey.
I'm going to have to go back to Odyssey. I just want to find the Black Panther...
See with the waterfall.
Yes, I tagged you in that. I said that.
Spartan kicked the dude off the waterfall.
And then he's still alive.
Yeah.
I just went, oh, you guys are really committed to this.
Assassin's Creed.
But Assassin's Creed series, God, just keep them coming. Like, fuck off with the Dark Souls shit. Sorry. Like, we don't need another Need for Speed. We don't need it. Well, I'm assuming people love the 2K series, but...
We don't need them.
Not really. Unless you just want to divide friend groups. I mean, that's on you.
My thing, I love Assassin's Creed, what they've done, but my thing that I always thought they were going to do, and they didn't do, and they still have the opportunity to. So anyone that knows Assassin's Creed storyline, or people that don't know, I'll explain. You are a person living in modern times, which is kind of the near future, I'd imagine.
Yes.
And you go into a machine and you relive ancestors of yourself.
They tap into your DNA or something like that. It's never really... Don't follow the movie. that much. Even though I wouldn't mind a sequel. I thought it was great.
And supposedly they're working on it because supposedly it made all its money back, and supposedly everyone that worked on it loved it. Like Fassbender said, he's like, I enjoyed the shit out of making this movie. I would totally do a sequel.
Well, the problem was with the animus was between the games and the movies. In the games, you pretty much lie on a table and all that. In the movie, you're in like a harness.
So it's like I'm running in place thing.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And like if he climbs up a wall, it's climb up a wall and come down and slam, and you're all like he's all in this mechanical harness.
Okay.
And that's how they record your data. But all the same, I thought it was a clever representation of what it should look like. Really, instead of like, oh yeah, it's like it's so boring, a guy just laying on a table.
Yeah. My thing with the Assassin's Creed series I was getting at, Assassin's Creed 2 had a lot of missions in it where you were playing as Desmond. So Desmond was the original guy that was in the Animus that was reliving his ancestor. So in the first one, it was Desmond, and his ancestor was Altair. Yes. And in the second one, and also Brotherhood and Revelations, for the next 2 games, you were playing as Ezio Auditore.
Oh my god, the best character of all fucking time.
Ezio he's a badass.
He made it pretty far in our first March Madness.
Yes, he did. Which, by the way, if you guys are listening to this episode and you haven't checked it out, March Madness Part 1 and Part 2 are both up, and you go check those out.
Place your bets now.
Find out how we got to our champion. I won't even tell you. You gotta go listen to that. But
it's a lot of stuff within this box. Is how we got there.
So in the third one, you play as Connor. And that's the last story.
That is the last one I did.
That's also the last Desmond story. It's the last Desmond story.
Wait, it's Connor. Connor was.
Assassin's Creed 3. You're Native American.
Is that?
I know you get problems.
All right, know where you want to do the joke with this.
I actually had nothing, so God only knows where your mind is at. Because
it seemed fun at first. And it was fun at first, but then it got to the whole hunting aspect, and it just kind of killed it for me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you need to hunt this many squirrels. I'm going, why? There's not a store that hunts squirrels?
See, I like Black Flag where you didn't need to do that. You had the option to.
Well, there was the one where it sent you to the island, you had to hunt the jaguar.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I was just going, I don't like this. This isn't why I play this. I just want to run around and fuck shit up.
I want to assassinate and kill people, yeah. But one thing what I was getting at is, so you play as Desmond in those first 3 games, or first 5 games, actually.
I think it's more than 1 game.
And the cool thing about Assassin's Creed 2, there were a lot of missions where you were outside of the Animus machine as Desmond, and the game ended, and Desmond started realizing that he was an assassin, that he could
He had the bleeding through effect.
Yeah, he could do all these things that he was doing in the Animus. I always thought these games were going to lead up to a modern Assassin's game, where you were Desmond in the year 2015 or whatever these games out, 13, whatever those games came out, and you were in that year, and you were an assassin in the modern times. How cool would that be to be in a city? It would being all the gameplay mechanics that you get in Assassin's Creed, but in modern times, running from rooftop to rooftop and stuff like that. I thought that would be badass. You'd basically be like Spider-Man, more or less, minus the web and more assassinations.
Yeah, actually kill people.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to go back and give Origins a real try.
I definitely want to play Odyssey. I haven't touched it.
Odyssey, yes, I want to play as well.
It'll be cheap soon, so I'm going to pick that up.
And I feel like there's already another one on the way.
Oh, of course there is. Those games make so much money. I don't see
Ubisoft.
That's been Ubisoft's most bankable thing, and they've been putting most of attention to that, and less on Splinter Cell and shit like that.
I feel like the meeting starts off where do we want a free run?
Yeah.
What city? All right, historical facts.
People are upset that there hasn't been an Asian one yet, and I will.
There was though.
No.
It was a mini one. It was.
Oh really?
I really almost said James.
I would love Assassin's Creed Shanghai or whatever, or Assassin's Creed a samurai one, or there's and that's what's cool about Assassin's Creed, because it's a game that pulls from historical things. There's so much. We've gotten the Crusades, we've got French Revolution, we've gotten the streets of London, we've gotten Italian Renaissance, we've gotten Civil War America, we've got Egypt, and we just recently got Greek mythology. So supposedly there's been a talk that the creators of God of War wouldn't mind partnering up and making a blended world with Assassin's Creed.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
So imagine a crossover, and we do Norse mythology for the next one. Who knows? Who knows?
I love that.
Assassin's Creed's got a lot of avenues it can take, and I can see that game franchise being around for a really, really long time.
I have no problem with that.
I'm going to go to my number 2. My number 2 is a dark horse candidate because this is a game from back in the day. It's a PlayStation 2 game. Kind of reminds me of Medieval, but like, it's a little newer than Medieval. I am picking Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, which we did.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking choice.
It's a great game. When me and Bill were talking, I was like, well, I got to pick Lord of the Rings. Like, how do we forget about that? Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
I was still catching my breath from like choking on the noodles, so I was just like, you have it. It's all yours.
Lord of the Rings: Two Towers was such a fun game. So that came out after God of War, and it grew on the hack and slash gameplay.
Yes.
But also brought in the element of RPG elements. So like leveling up, unlocking new moves, new abilities. You had your choices of Aragorn, Legolas, or Gimli, and you could switch in between them at any point. It really nailed. I think we did our top 3 movie video games.
I believe that was on.
And this is most definitely the Two Towers game, more so than Return of the King and Fellowship of the Ring. It was definitely
Fellowship game sucked. I believe I said this when we said this.
Yeah.
We did this the first time.
Yeah,
God, it was so fucking bad.
Fellowship games.
That is why they redid those scenes in Two Towers.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. And Two Towers game was so great, and given to the fact that Two Towers was by far the best Lord of the Rings movie, and also it's the one book that has the most action in it. So likewise, the game was the best game. It just was awesome.
Well, one, we're going to tackle that Two Towers is the best movie thing. I do agree with you. Although, I believe Return of the King had the better action scenes.
Well, Return of the King also won like 12 fucking Oscars and shit.
I'm not going just because of the Oscar thing, just because of like they launched the heads of the people like into this.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you guys are fucking going for it.
I just don't think there's
the Ghost Army was like one of my favorite parts.
I don't think there's anything that happens in Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, any of those things that can match the Battle of Helm's Deep. The Battle of Helm's Deep is just...
It was great.
It was so great.
How you just got to relive it. All right, I'm gonna put it this way. I felt like Michael J. All right,
where's this going?
You know
where's this going?
You know where this is going. My finger felt like Michael J. Fox just trying to hit all the sword combos that you could as possible, trying to defend that fucking door. That was such a great level. I love that level.
Man. Then when you started out with the keep, you had to knock the ladders down.
Oh,
works
God,
coming
that
up the wall.
shit was so fucking...
Oh, man.
I'm going to say it was annoying, but it was still, like, an engaging, very game.
Yes.
Like, you're just like, I knocked this one down, and it's right back up. You're like, motherfucker.
Yeah. I picked this in lieu of picking games like Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War because I haven't played them. I heard they're great.
Shadow of Mordor is fun. I'm still learning that one. I have to go back to
Yeah,
play it.
But I have not played either of those, so I'm gonna definitely make my number 2 choice, Lord of the Rings: Two Towers.
We'll just jump into auto mentions right now. Return of the King.
Return of the King. We'll throw it because Return of the King wasn't a bad game. I had more fun with Two Towers than I did with Return of the King, but that wasn't a bad game.
You got to relive the battles from Fellowship and Two Towers.
Yeah.
In Two Towers.
Yes.
Which I thought was a much better thing.
Yeah. So we got Return of the King on there. One that we didn't talk about, Ghouls and Goblins. Ghouls and Goblins was old school. I'm not sure if that was Sega or that was NES. Can't remember, but you played as a knight, and if you got hit, your armor fell off, and then you were naked. And then if you got hit again, you died. You literally had 2 hits, and that was all you had. And it was like, you remember like playing Contra when you got shot once, you were dead? Like, unless you had a shield on. It was like one of those
the rage
games.
quit of rage quits.
Oh, man. Like, everyone, people always say, everyone talks about Dark Souls, Bloodborne. Like, you don't remember how hard it was with those NES games. There wasn't memory cards.
I
weren't
remember.
all those games. Playing Contra, playing Lion King, playing Aladdin. Like, those games fucking punished you. And if you didn't say, like, you couldn't say it. If you didn't beat it, you didn't beat it. Like,
I remember I was about 8 or 9 years old. My parents were getting new carpet for the whole house, and they had an arcade cabinet with Ghouls and Goblins on it.
Yeah.
It was all for free. Thank you.
Yeah, thank God.
Thank you, Jesus. I sat there the whole fucking time. I think I made it pretty far.
Yeah, I never got far on Ghouls and Goblins. I played a lot of it. We definitely, if I'm bringing up Bloodborne, we gotta throw a shout out there for Dark Souls. Dark Souls was the start. Demon Souls really was the start. Dark Souls was when it got kind of popular. And those games have been taking off. People love those games.
Oh yeah. They love to hate those games.
They love to hate those games.
We just hate those games.
There was a dozen of games that we looked online and looked over the list that were PC games that were either strictly PC games or they were real-time strategies. There was games like Chivalry. There was games...
Before you say the one, I'm just going to pick the one I love.
What's the one you love?
Age of Empires.
That was the one that's on the list. Age of Empires was the shit. Age of Empires 2 specifically.
Oh my god, that shit was so much fun.
Yeah, that was the shit. It really was. I mean, then you got like similar.
You were trying to build a wonder?
No, I didn't play a lot of it. I fucked around with it at my friend's house. I wasn't a big RTS guy unless it was StarCraft. StarCraft was one of the few RTSs that I really loved.
My god, trying to build a one. That's why I just started doing cheat codes. That's where you got the Corvette with the machine guns. I almost remember the code. Fuck. And this back when you could copy and paste, you just do it over and over.
Yeah, of course.
I had a little army of just fucking Corvettes with machine guns. Or the instant build.
Game. I love it.
Or the instant build. Like, just how Age of Empires, like, you had to farm for food, you had to farm for wood.
Yeah.
And you had to mine stone. Like, they don't do that now.
Yeah.
Like, with StarCraft, it's just best bean minerals.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about that. We can't not talk about Warcraft.
Oh, my God.
Warcraft, World of Warcraft, of course.
Job done.
We can't... I'm going to talk about more of it a little bit later, but we can't knock on the Elder Scrolls series, of course, with Morrowind and Oblivion and things of this nature.
Fuck Morrowind. God. I sucked at that goddamn game.
Neither me nor Bill have played it, but Witcher 3...
I played a little bit of that.
You did play a little. I'm sorry.
No, I'm still like just in the tutorials.
So. Okay.
I get to that and it's like, this shit seems complex.
Dude, I heard it's great though. I haven't heard a bad thing about Witcher. Ever since Witcher 3 has come out, I've not heard a negative comment about it.
I heard you get to bang a blonde or a black-haired chick. I was going, whew.
I
gotta put this down. I know where you thought I was going.
I thought your comment was going in a different direction.
Jesus Christ, I'm hosting your roast, not your fucking execution. Calm down.
No, we gotta bring up.
I'm hosting your roast, not your rally. Calm it down.
We gotta bring up Witcher 3. I gotta take a drink. Hold on.
Can't see shit out of this goddamn thing. I just wanted to quote Django while we're doing this.
And then
your wife sucked.
There's a bunch of other games. There's Of Might and Magic, Dark Messiah, Chivalry, Kingdom Come. There's a lot of...
That's right, Might and Magic was the one you were watching.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? That looks so familiar to me.
I remember one of Might and Magic's been around for a while, and it was an RTS game, and then Dark Messiah was the one that actually was a first-person action-adventure game. Lastly, for the honorable mentions, because of this gaming company that was around, that was very close to our hearts. This company was close to our hearts. Telltale's Game of Thrones.
I wanted to bring up that. Since this is our Game of Thrones
episode. It's our medieval episode. It's a Telltale Game of Thrones.
I still have to go back and play it. I
only did the first 2 episodes, 2 or 3 episodes.
I just wasn't happy how you had to you have to pick your character. I just went, all right, so there's different routes to this.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna go back and play it.
So those are our honorable mentions. Bill, my good man, what do you have for your number 1 for your top medieval video game of all time?
It feels like such a cop-out, but I am going with Diablo.
Why is that a cop-out? Now, why would you say that?
Because it's not technically medieval. It's one of those more olden age, well, actually, no. It fits with everything we said.
Yeah.
Old age, magic.
You know, wizards, magic, swords, axes, battles. Dude, we need to bring up Golden Axe. Speaking of classic, I'm the retro guy. We need to bring up Golden Axe. What's the other retro? Gauntlet. We need to bring up Gauntlet. So I mean, I feel like Diablo falls in line with what we're talking about for medieval games.
Holy fuck, we also really suck because I've only seen really videos of this played out. Kingdom Come Deliverance.
I said Kingdom Come.
Yes, you did.
I said it on. It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't hear the Deliverance part.
Yeah.
I didn't hear dun. That's why.
You got a pretty mouth there, boy.
We live very different lifestyles. But no, Diablo is just one of those ones where you can master it, or you can just sit there, as you say, grind.
Yeah.
For me, it's just fun. You just use your powers and all that, and you get agitated enough, you just go save, exit.
I haven't played a Diablo since Diablo 2, in like 2001 or something with my PC.
I don't know why you sounded so southern when you said that.
I
played
we're talking about
Diablo.
Deliverance. That's why I still got Deliverance on the brain.
I ain't played Diablo 2 since Diablo 2. Put that game in once, I went, this ain't for Jesus.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why I'm going to throw a chicken at my best friend.
Yes, I am. I'm totally going to throw, Justin, if you're listening, I am throwing a chicken at you soon.
I did eat the rotisserie chicken, by the way.
Listeners, don't even ask. I don't even have the time to describe that to you. So Diablo, are you going with Diablo as a series or you going with Diablo 3?
I'm going to go with Diablo as a series, because it's just still so fun, because they like go back and... Blizzard does things right.
Okay.
Well, now and then.
All that Blizzard Mobile was not necessarily right.
No, my God, you guys fucked up so bad with that one. I think that was their first bad move in all their game announcements, like, ever.
Okay.
Like, honestly, that, to me, but no, like, StarCraft and all that. Like, Blizzard doesn't really do anything wrong. But no, back to Diablo. Apparently we're supposed to be getting a Diablo 4.
Already? Really? 3 was only, what, like 3 or 4 years ago?
I think it was a little bit longer than that.
It's really, I think because people...
I think you're thinking of the expansion.
Yes, yeah, because people have been playing it so much. I know a lot of friends of mine are real big Diablo fans and played it for a very, very long time. Outside of just you, Bill. I have a lot of friends of mine that are real big Diablo fans.
It's just one of those ones where it's just fun to go in and grind and...
No, what class did you choose? Typically, or at least for your first playthrough.
Barbarians was my first playthrough. Then I went with Necromancer.
Okay.
Which, that just obliterated everything. I just went...
It wasn't even fun at that point.
I'm kind of just like, alright, hold the button down. And right-click.
You're like looking at your cell phone while like clicking shit on your keyboard.
Oh, Reese posted an ask.
No. Did you because of Diablo 3? Did you PC it still keep it classic or did you go console?
I kept the PC.
You kept the PC.
That's just how it is for me. It's just like
it's a PC oriented game.
Yes.
You know, yeah.
That's like when you see people like master it on console. I just go, how? Like it's just not. I need that layout for me.
I get that. I totally get that. My transition from playing games like Doom and Quake and Duke Nukem into like putting a controller in my hand is like here's GoldenEye. I was like, what's this? Like I need a mouse. Like I don't know what I'm doing. But I mean I learned it eventually. But I totally understand keeping it true to the roots.
Your number one, sir.
My number one. I talked about it a little bit with honorable mentions for some other games. If I'm gonna pick a medieval game, there's no way I cannot pick Skyrim for be my number one. I played Skyrim for...
Which remaster? Just
None of the remasters.
Okay.
Only the original. I played Skyrim at least 2 full playthroughs. I think 2 and a half. So I always typically play Bethesda in any Karmatic choice games. I play a complete straight good guy first run through. Second run through, I play it as a straight bad guy, evil route, and then if it's fun enough for me to play a third time, I'll just do whatever the fuck I want. That's kind of like whatever. I'll kill this guy, but you know what? I'll be nice to this guy. Skyrim was one of those games.
That's a very interesting way to play the games. I was just talking with my coworkers. I was like, yeah, dude, I always have to go to find good guy. Right? And he went, why? I was like, I don't know. I just kind of do.
I've changed up. Mass Effect probably was my first change. Now that I'm a little bit older, I don't have the time to game as much as I did. So when I first was getting into Karmatic games, and Fallout was kind of the first one that started that for me. I was like, well, they wrote this game to be good guys, so I'll play as good guys. So I was straight goody two shoes, played it straight evil, and then the second time I played it through and did whatever the fuck I wanted to. Now that I don't think I have a lot of time to replay games, when I play Mass Effect, I was a Paragon. I was a good guy, but I was not afraid to make renegade choices.
Oh, I'd make plenty of renegade choices.
Like back in the day, if I played Mass Effect when Mass Effect first came out, I would have done straight Paragon, straight solid good guy. I always do the same thing. I play as a good guy, as a guy, and then I do my second playthrough as a girl, and I play completely as an asshole, because girls are inherently evil. And you watch the movie Antichrist if you ever want to know about girls being inherently evil. Anyone that's out there that knows that movie is probably shaking their head like, Jesus Christ, you brought that up.
just learned a lot about you in this last 10 seconds.
We'll talk. We'll talk after the show. I'll show you some trailers of that movie. He's fucked up.
That's Willem Dafoe, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, great. It's gonna be very fun.
But yeah, dude, Skyrim, man. I played that. My first playthrough, complete babyface, complete good guy. Second time, was a complete asshole. And the third time, I just played it as a rogue. I was just kind of roguish and just kind of did whatever the fuck I want. But I always do this. Whenever it comes down to our top 3 choices, my brain can't not let me choose the game that I spent the most time with. And that makes sense for me, because if I spent that much time with the game, that means that I liked it that much. And that I loved Skyrim, and I put 500-600 hours into that game easily.
And that's why I said earlier, fuck Morrowind, because just my character just always sucked. Like, for fuck's sake, like, in Morrowind, you go into, like, the lighthouse, and you pretty much fight the guy.
Yeah.
I was just, like, dropping, like, elemental things in there just to beat him, because I would, like, fight him, get a few hits, go outside, sleep.
Come back, fight him, get a few hits.
Which pretty much, I guess I look like the town drunk in that fucking thing. Oh, yeah, he's in here, he gotta hit me.
This son of a bitch. Like, so for Skyrim, for me, for the other Elder Scrolls games, though, I never played Morrowind. I
thought you need to play Skyrim, honestly, because it sounds like, I hear from a lot of people, it's a lot more fun. I feel like your character's probably a lot stronger.
Yeah. I forget, the first Elder Scrolls was old. I think it was PC only. I never played that. I've never played Morrowind, which was 360 and PC. And then Oblivion came out, and a buddy of mine was like, you should play Oblivion, you'll like it. And it didn't grab me. Like, I played Oblivion before I played Fallout 3, and I'm like, I'm swinging swords, whatever. Played Fallout, fell in love with the game, fell in love with Bethesda's game style, and then when Skyrim came out, I was like, fuck, I need to play this. And I love Skyrim, and it's not a choice I regret. I haven't played any of the remasters. I haven't picked it up on the Switch. I haven't picked it up on my phone. I haven't picked it up on my Alexa. You can play from Skyrim on your fucking Alexa. On your fucking Alexa. There's a Skyrim port for your fucking Alexa to play Skyrim.
No, but not for Siri. Yeah.
No.
Equal gaming. Yeah.
So yeah, Skyrim.
That'll be the next
Skyrim's my number one. That was a good list. I'm glad this came, honestly, like, I was, like, talking about it. I was, like, when we were thinking, I'm like, when I was texting Bill, I'm like, all right, cool, like, we're good to record. And I'm like, dude, Game of Thrones Day. Medieval games. Awesome fucking idea. And
That's a very good idea.
I'm glad that we did this. This was a good episode.
We're going to have a lot more themed ideas. I think there's going to be space-type ideas. There's going to be...
Yeah.
We're going to go that route.
Top 3 space games.
Don't you give any spoilers.
Oh, man.
Shit. I just saw where you were going with that. We're going to roast Shambo for some titles and that.
I know, exactly. I'm like,
fuck!
So AKA, it's just me and Bill, like, so who gets to pick Mass Effect? But, oh, dude, like, Force Unleashed. Stop!
Not in the eyes of Garrus. Not in the eyes of Garrus.
So, guys, I thank you for listening to this episode. You can always find us online, facebook.com/. Oh, wait. I'm getting out of here. Bill, what are you playing? I know. What are you playing, Bill? What are you playing? What are you playing for the 4th time?
Mass Effect 2.
Well, this is good, because the last time we talked, you were still playing Mass Effect 1. So you've beaten that, and now you're on to 2.
But no, I did go on Xbox Game Pass and saw they had the remaster of the original Tomb Raider on there. So I'm like, I have that finally down.
The original Tomb Raider?
No.
The remake.
The remake.
Okay. Play that. You'll love that.
Shadow Tomb Raider was on there. I got that as well. Just before it gets off Game Pass, just so I have it. And I'm gonna give like that series a definite try, because watching the last movie, I just go, if this is what this is like, it's a good imitation of the games, I'm in.
Dude, I played
puzzle solving and all that. I love that shit.
The first remake, Tomb Raider, loved it. I did not play Rise or Shadow. I heard they're both great, but the first Tomb Raider was fucking awesome.
I'm patiently waiting until Resident Evil remake is on there.
Oh, or for Game Pass, yeah. Which 2 is great. I still didn't beat it.
Did Mr. X kick your ass?
Mr. X gonna give it to me, because he gave it to me. I was playing it, and I reached a point where I stopped playing it, and then
Did you see it? Yeah.
Anthem. But anyway, so to continue. So you're playing Mass Effect right now.
Do you want to go a shot?
Oh, do you want to break everything in the studio? Sure. Sure.
For you, just because of your sadness. I'm gonna say, Brian, I'm so glad you brought us this, but Jesus fucking Christ.
There it is, Brian. Shout out to Brian Lynch, one of our faithful listeners. Actually, I'll talk about this real quick. So I worked the door. This section, some of those puzzles with me. I worked the door at a metal show at Club Risque on Friday.
I really was going to ask you about that because I had some questions as I pointed out. I was going, why is Reese at Club Risque?
So did you never come to any of the Boobs and Breakdowns?
I have. I didn't know it was a Boobs and Breakdowns this week.
We didn't market it as Boobs and Breakdowns because a lot of bands didn't necessarily want to defame women. Good on you guys. But it was a metal show at Club Risque.
I'm not going to touch that.
No, don't even do it. Anyway, I brought this all up because I was working the door, and Brian came. And literally, I love Brian. Brian got fucking...
I love Brian as well.
Brian got shitty. And, just like, so who here listens to Game and Buzz? Like, he was plugging us all night, dude. I'm like, yo, shout out to Brian, dude. He's one of our major supporters.
I probably would tell Brian. I'm like, shush,
give me down.
It's a secret.
I can't even, I don't even remember the name of your streaming service, Brian, to be able to plug you.
No. Fuck. It was Brian 007, no, 007 something.
007 Lynchmaster? His last name's Lynch. Relax. You gave me the look.
How racial I am. Jesus
You gave me the look.
I gave you the look because I'm trying to think of the rest. Is it? Fuck. Brian, we're really sorry.
Brian 007 Lynch Mob. Brian 007.
We have the episode. We can go back.
Yeah, I know. So Brian, go check out Brian's streaming.
Now I know how Reese thinks of me. Jesus.
I was waiting for it, that's all. I thought you
were waiting for it.
I thought you had a joke brewing. I'm sorry. It wasn't hay.
No, the joke's coming October. Wait your fucking turn.
So with that said, what I've been playing Bloodborne, as I talked about. I am in love with it.
It's just in the way you described it, I thought you were playing the Order 1776. That's what I couldn't think of.
That was another one that could have been an honorable mention.
Because you mentioned werewolves and all that, I just go, just keep playing the right game.
You know, there's two motherfucking werewolves that guard the goddamn bridge in the first part of the game. So I'm only 3 hours into the game, and it's an RPG, so you can play this game for hundreds of hours if you want to. And my biggest thing was, like I said before earlier, I didn't realize you can run past enemies, and you gotta get to the next lantern. So you create more save points for yourself. So you don't have to always start at the very beginning of a world. And the next save point I'm at is at a boss, the first boss in the game. And to get to that first boss in the game, you got to walk down this bridge. And this bridge has two werewolves on it that patrol it. And then there's an ogre right after them. The ogres are really easy to beat. The werewolf by itself is easy. When there's two, it's hard. Because it's all about timing. It's all about picking your spots, knowing when to dodge. But when you got two fuckers slashing at you that do as much damage as they do, it's such a low level in the game. It's a challenge.
Now I know you're not gonna know this game, but it's like fighting the Wolverines in Fable. They're pretty much the werewolves, but
you didn't have Fable on your list. Medieval games.
Well, guys, we're done for the day.
So, guys, I am Reese. That's Bill. You can check us out on Facebook.com/GamingBuzz. You can check us out on Twitter at GamingBuzz.
God damn it. I fucking give up.
Dude, it's like me forgetting to put Fallout into the March Madness.
Fair enough.
It's bad. So guys, we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to us. Check us out. We're on Spotify. We're on iTunes. We're on Google Play. We're everywhere that you can find podcast streaming, and you can also find us on YouTube. Guys, be well, be safe, be careful, for the night is dark and full of shadows. Take it easy.
I swear to God, if Arya dies, I'm gonna...
If Arya dies, we riot.
I know how to makes someone's death look like a chemical suicide. I mean, I learned that recently.
Have you been studying with the Faceless God?
No, it's just chlorine and just fucking Drano, apparently.
All right, Bill, stop before we get on our watch list.
We're good.
You can find us online at www.gamingbuzz.com, Twitter at GamingBuzz, or Facebook.com/GamingBuzz. Special thanks to a multitude of breweries and viewers like you. Don't forget to check out RNS Podcast and Black Mirror Reflections.